Welcome. I did take a look at the Ranty's community tab and I found a bit older posting from him where he told about the most underrated flat earth channel he knows. The name of the channel is Flatsa. I have to have a look at that channel. It must be something special when Ranty the genius thinks it's underrated. And after that, I will talk a bit about photography and why flat earthers don't manage to take decent photos. But first, I want to thank my patrons, Mike, Charlie, and you. A big thanks, and a thank you to all who have shopped in my shop. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's look at the video from Flatsa, the underrated flat earther according to Ranty. Okay, he's filming 3 islands, Fidra, Craig Light and Base Rock. Okay, let's look at better images of these islands. This is Base Rock, this is Fidra, and this is Craig Light. You even don't have to use a curve calculator to debunk this. I put the picture of Base Rock on top of his and make it a bit transparent, and what do you see? Half of the island is missing, and this is the same result you have if you make a calculation on the earth curve calculator. Let's have a look on another video from him where he also filmed these islands. He made one from 2 feet height and one from 10 feet height. And as usual, did not prove anything else than we live on a globe. All this proves, Ranty, is the poor quality of flat earth films and photos, and it proves that you are a big fool and only try to fool people. Okay, then we change subject to something else, like let's talk about photo. Real photos. One of the biggest mistakes flat earthers make when photographing and filming is that they do not make any plans. I will show some various pictures that I have taken and stop at some of them and explain a little more about the picture. Enjoy! This place I have visited many times over the year. I know how the light behaves and what weather it makes sense to visit it. This particular picture was planned in advance. I was waiting for a cold and clear winter morning without wind. This morning it was minus 18 degrees Celsius. The light was perfect. The cold made it foggy out at sea. This is a place well known for me. I have been here several times with my students and this day I was passing and I did see the clouds around the mountain peak. So I stopped the car, took a hike to the height of 500 meters and the result was this picture. This picture was planned in advance. I wanted to make a panorama of this view. So when I passed, I stopped and took this picture. It's 3 pictures stitched together to get this view. I like to take pictures of surfers both in Norway and the north of Sweden. I don't surf myself. I tried a bit and I'm planning to begin, but I have done this for several years, so I know the sport well. I know under which conditions they get out surfing, and I know the best surfing spots in the north of Norway and the north of Sweden. And this picture I planned, I waited for the light that I did want to get in the top of the waves. Macro pictures I like to do. It's not so much planning, it's more technique. This is a picture I took when I was on a hike in the Swedish mountains. It wasn't planned at all. This picture I took for a magazine. They was writing a story about a young boy's first moose hunt. The reporter is sitting by the tree, and I was there for 3 hours and took a picture, and I think this is one of the best I took that morning. This picture took a lot of planning. I had planned it for several months. I looked at websites when on the Northern Light forecast, and I did go out to this spot several times before I did get the right Northern Light, and here is the result. This picture I took one day on the beach. I did see this small boy who thought the water was too cold, and I couldn't resist to take a picture. So this is a spontaneous taken picture. I'm taking a lot of sport pictures for magazines and newspapers. This is from the World Cup in cross-country skiing. The skier is Charlotte Kalla, one of the Swedish stars. This is not so much planning to take sport. You have to be fast, you have to take a lot of picture, and it's important to understand the sport you're taking picture of. Here I will show a number of ice hockey pictures. It's the same here. In a match which is 3 times 20 minutes, I normally take about 1,400, 1,500 pictures, and I deliver to the newspapers about 50-60 of them. Okay, that was all. I hope you understood the point. You don't have to be professionals to take better pictures. You need to plan, and you need to know your subject when you take photos or make a video. And that is what the flat earthers don't understand. Okay, that was all for this time. Thank you for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and all your buttons you can find. See you next time. Mm-hmm.